Okay, I went to the post office today. I was expecting a box from Cosmo, and it was there, but also there was a box from Bailey there, which was a complete surprise. So I'm going to open both of those, and I'm going to start with the one from Bailey. In the past, Bailey has sent fantastic vintage cloth, and this is obviously a little more than just cloth. What do we have? Looks like we do have more cloth. And of course, they have all my usual problems with getting things lined up in front of the camera. That's some nice color combination. Ooh! Oh, ooh! I like this. That's going to be some nice doll clothes. Of course, the first thing I'm imagining is a very full skirt. Or a shirt for Ken. That's nice too. Even though this is very springtime in motif, I might make something Halloween from this because, I mean, look at the colors. Orange, purple, and green. That's cool, thank you. Let's see. Some Bo Peep stuff. Sorry, I will get this figured out eventually how to interact with the camera. I see Bo Peep stuff, and I see more Bo Peep stuff because there is one of the Bo Peeps. I am not John. I don't know everything about every Bo Peep, so I don't know which version of Bo Peep this is. But I know John has had fun repainting Bo Peeps, the new Bo Peep sculpt. So that will offer some possibilities. Thank you. Almost didn't see these in there. Of course, you know I love doll glasses because glasses. And some skippers I see. Such a familiar, this was like the first skipper I ever had as a kid, so I even remember all the scraped off tan lines. I just always loved, even as a kid, how serious this doll was. This is the, one of the early skippers. I mean, not one of the early 1987 skippers. I can almost remember who she is with this two-tone hair. I have one or two of these skipper heads in line for a reroute in all my custom to-do stuff. So the more of them I have, the more I can experiment. I have never repainted one of these. When they were new, I did not like them. See, they came out in the copyright 87, I think they came out in 88. So I was 13 then, and I was pretty much into Gem at the time, and completely discounting everything Barbie did, just about. And I did not like these at all. I appreciate them now, but I've still never repainted one. I've actually never repainted one of this sculpt either. But most of the time when I get them, they're in pretty good shape, although she does need a little work on her lips. And I think the one skipper I had with this face and general hairstyle already, I made her eyes brown. Because that's one thing I wish I could have done as a kid, is I didn't know you could paint dolls, and I always wanted a brown-eyed doll. Ooh. Wigs. That's adorable. Size 8, 9. Oh yeah, this one. This might fit some of my smaller ball jointed type dolls. And this will definitely fit the larger. I'll go on top of somebody else's wig. You know, I like ringlets. I sometimes mean to style doll hair like this, but then I get carried away. And take the ringlets out, and then they're not ringlets anymore. I have actually taken wigs like this before and airbrushed them with either acrylic paint or a glaze, acrylic glaze, into fantasy colors. And then I got sick of how it looked. I thought it looked weird, so I tried to take it off, and it actually made it, I used blue, it actually made it the most amazing blue-green color. So I'm always thinking about doing that again whenever I get blonde wigs. Oh, that's cute. Oh, nice. Oh, I see this one was taken off. Porcelain doll. I have no problem doing that myself. Nice braid. Nice updo with some ringlets. See, this is... Now, if I want to do anything with Disney animator dolls, this might be the right size for that. Make sure I don't lose the ribbon. I see decorations on the last one. Cool, thank you. Wigs are appreciated. I feel bad just stuffing them back in here. They'll find their ways onto heads soon, possibly. I get kind of lazy with the big dolls sometimes. I change this stuff out too often. Oh, here's a note, maybe? A note? About one of the items my husband said, "Oh, won't she be creeped out like that?" To which I replied, "Oh no, the doll people do this all the time. Well, at least I hope she won't be. Well, maybe." Alright, so we'll see whatever that might be. Let's see if I can get this all in here. New, simple, accurate. The easiest ever to perfect fit pattern making up to the minute fashion style. Designed with Duchamp. Contains Magic Fit Master Pattern Designing with Duchamp book with instruction manual. 15-foot grade 1 pattern paper. 3 yards of tracing, see-through nylon fabric. 10 practice patterns. Bust dart mover, waistline dart mover, 1 French styling curve. I've seen these systems on some of the sewing blogs I follow. Basically, they give you the basic sloper and then say, alright, if you want to do this style, change, add, you know, so many inches here and there and move this over, and you can, in theory, create anything custom fit just based off of this. Which this one looks a little more user-friendly. The one person that I follow who does vintage sewing was using one of these systems and basically just said, alright, here's our magic ruler and we're going to give you all the measurements, now draw your pattern. She eventually got it done, but it was a process. Alright, that'll be fun to look through. Alright, there's something wrapped. I will leave that for last. Articulated Barbie body. This is the kind that once you grind out under the arms and there, the arms can actually go to the side. And lack of neck knob doesn't even bother me anymore because I have so many ways to rig up a new one, as well as just a stash of neck knobs that are broken out of other necks that you can usually pop back in and they'll hold well enough. Jam and Glam Barbie. This is one that I had in the early 2000s, but I wanted her just for the purple hair. And I didn't hold on to her. I thrifted another one of these last year, I think. And I have her set on purple hair. So now I can have a sister for her set on blonde hair. And yeah, I probably will trim that. And the final thing, oh, it's wrapped in cloth. It's a very cute cloth too. I like that color of dark mauvey purple. It's me, isn't it? Cool. Now that was completely unexpected, Bailey. Thank you. I have made me dolls in the past, but obviously not recently. This is probably a lot more flattering than I would have made a me doll myself. Cool. Yeah, she's definitely going to get some pictures soon. I'm kind of speechless over this. Thank you. Notice that the glasses are halfway down the nose in the picture. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much me, isn't it? I'm really grinning. You can't see me. I'm super duper grinning. All right. So that was the box from Bailey, the completely unexpected box from Bailey, and I'm guessing that's what her husband said. That's kind of weird, isn't it? And saying, no, doll people don't have a problem with it. Doll people do this all the time. So, thank you. Yes, you can absolutely tell your husband that, yeah, doll people are weird. Don't worry about it. Actually, I hadn't even thought of making a me doll for quite a while. And now I don't need to think about it anymore. Alright, so this is the box from Cosmo. I know one thing that's in here. And obviously that's only one of many things. Oh wow, okay, wait. Alright, first we have, I see, Halloween and a Switch. And it's taped up really well. Oh, the tab hasn't been pulled. Can you see it's lighting up inside the hat? Multicolor. That's fun. I'm going to put that over here by my jack-o'-lantern in front of the modem that has orange lights that shine beside it all the time. So it always looks like the jack-o'-lantern ceramic candle holder is lit up. And we have some nice yarn. I've been making yarn wigs. I'm trying to make yarn wigs for dolls. So this will be more variety than what I have. Put that there to protect the little me from sun. Some faces. He's painted. I'm assuming he's painted. I see notes here and there, but there were no notes attached to this. I don't know if the note's just gone or if I'm taking things out in the wrong order. Much more delicate than my own kind of faces. So they'll get bodies eventually. I just had to give you some of this fabric. Oh, yeah, the child will probably ask for to have something made out of this. Let's see, this would definitely be a zipper pouch at least, if not something for dolls. So I'm running out of room to put things. This is something that Cosmo actually made clothes for himself out of this. And these are glow in the dark. So that will be... There's definitely enough there for doll clothes. I like getting small amounts of cloth for people to make doll clothes because it doesn't take much. Now this will make nice doll leggings, among other things. Ooh, I see sequins. And a knit. This is heavy, whatever it is. What is it? Ooh! Ooh! That will be fun. Okay, I see this is custom printed. Cosmo works at a place that does custom printing, so this might be something that he made himself, the pattern, printing it on the sequin cloth. Let's see, there's a little difference. See, I have been guilty in the past of cloth that has a texture like embroidery and things on the main part of it. On the edge there will be a section where it's just not as elaborate. I like using that on its own too. Alright, I gotta stop babbling. And this is slightly fuzzy. Yeah, this might just make a good backdrop for doll pictures. Or honestly, I could use it as like cuffs and thing and waistband on actual, like a hoodie or something for me. See, this is part of the reason I've stopped buying cloth myself, is because every piece of cloth you put in front of me, I can think of something to do with it. So when I'm in the store and I see cloth, it's like, oh, I can think of something to do with that, I should get it, but I gotta back off. But when people send me cloth, I can think of stuff to do with it without buying a whole bunch of it. Alright, so this is a body that I don't have, so thank you for that. The tall made to move, and I dropped the basketball. We'll see if... A few years ago, there were made to move dolls, soccer player dolls, on clearance at one of the local Walmarts, and I bought several of them. So we had a whole bunch of those made to move soccer balls, and they are the Floof's favorite toy. So I'll see if she likes the basketball too. Okay. Alright, I'll open that last since it's actually has a note on it. And he's been experimenting with... All my friends seem to be making resin eyes. So there's a pair of eyes he's made with sparkles. And more sparkles. That kind of ready cut tulle is always fun to make into tutus and things. An Eevee. I never know with Pokemon stuff if I get to keep it myself or if the child is going to claim it. Tiny LOL. I had thrifted the larger version of this at some point. A wonderful bright flower crown. I guess somebody's going to get that very soon. Okay, I gotta stop myself from going off to see who gets to wear that right now. Psyduck. And Pikachu. I'm sure Pikachu lights up. A lot of Pikachus light up. Is it like clothes? Oh, a pair of some glitter girl shoes to try it on the dolls that I don't have shoes for. I still have plans to make shoes for them. I just haven't. I am still trying to get over the hurdle of making the molds to begin with. I'll do it, and then I'm hopefully will be able to get the shoes done. But, alright. This is what I knew he was going to send. He'd actually packed this box up and was going to send it right before I bought the first one of these that I got in Target. So now I have my third Made to Move pail, Kirby. It's cool. Now that I am having more, I'm like the second one I got, I put that Creative Flower Princess Starry-Eyed Bride head on. I'm having fun putting more and more unusual heads on the bodies because Mattel can't have all the fun. Okay, this guy. A month or so ago, I had gone into Bargain Hunt. Probably last month. A month ago. Not that long ago, a few weeks. And they'd had just about all of the Marvel dolls, including a couple, I think it's Falcon, a couple of this guy. And I was on all, I'm not going to buy new dolls, I don't need new dolls. And I didn't buy them, and then I was thinking about it and thinking about it. I thought, I need the dude, I need this skin tone articulated is so hard to find. And I went back, and pretty much all I had left was the deluxe Squirrel Girl, which I didn't get because she has green legs. So anyway, I am surprised and happy that Cosmo sent this guy. Thank you. I'll figure out something for his hands. Alright, and the last thing in here looks like a pile of Cosmo-made doll clothes. Oh no, there's one more thing. This thing is wrapped up. So we have some leggings, an adorable cactus print hoodie, eyeballs, owl, and these are Cosmo's patterns too. He shares patterns like I do as well. I actually have some of this cloth. I really want to make a skirt for myself from it, but I haven't yet. Shirt. Oh, and a nice zippered hoodie for the medium-sized dolls. Cool, thank you. Alright, and then the wrapped up thing. Let's see. I know you said more dolls, but I wanted to see what you do with this. I actually forgot to include in your last package. I don't know what it is in a box this size. Oh! Pico Dragon. Cool. I remember when everybody's getting these and having so much fun. And it's a model kit. It's going to be just fun to put together when I'm in the mood for them. Of course, I can't guarantee any time I'll be in the mood, but when I do, oh, this is going to be airbrushed so much. Cool, 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 cool. There's an example of how it looks made up. Cool. Alright, so I have many, many doll projects now. In addition to those of mine that I think I mentioned recently, I went through my box of doll parts and I had like 17 dolls in there ready to go to make into stuff. And I will do that. I'm trying to figure out how to better balance sewing for me, sewing for dolls, and making for dolls. And of course, I will update you in my videos. Thanks for watching. And thank you, Cosmo and Bailey. Thanks, thanks, thanks.